He's the one drinking beer. I'm drinking water.
2 touchdowns a game?
Yes, in the game.
You're tripping.
How you high? No,
Greatest fucking Super Bowl time.
I don't know what we're doing in the front office, man.
Twiddling our fucking dick.
Ryan, I just need you to drink this.
Wide receiver trivia. That's what she said.
Her.
Fuck.
Her upset.
Are those crutches?
You can see Ryan's crutches. What is going on, folks? Welcome back to After Further Review. This is episode 226. I am your co-host, Jaylen Brown.
And I'm your other great co-host, Nestor.
And I am usually your second half guest, G motherfucking Money. And, gentlemen, it's an honor or privilege to be on the first half of the show, and I will try my damnedest not to fuck it up.
You cannot do that, G-Money. I assure you of that one. Thank you for joining us. Is that a Sonic shirt that you're wearing? Yes,
It is. We're doing a draft, and our mayor did a little stand-up routine Monday, which he's now apologizing for, where he did the State of the City report, and he had a basketball in his hand, and he was talking about the Sonics, and everybody thought he was going to drop the bomb that, hey, the Sonics are coming back, but no. He said he was just joking.
Oh no.
Now, that went over really well. Now he's in protective custody.
It's a sensitive topic. Come on now. We are. It's just the three amigos as of right now. June is out of town. Malin may be joining us at some point, but don't hold your breath. Very good chance it'll just be the three of the boys here. So let's start the show how we normally do, by taking a nice cheers to a successful, smooth 226. Cheers to you, G-Money.
Yeah.
Smooth.
That's a throwback right there. That's that shotgun.
That's good. That was good.
G-Money, what are you sipping on today?
I'm doing some Jack Daniel's Triple Mac.
Can't go wrong.
I've been out of it for a while, and went out to the base a couple of weeks ago, and they had it in stock, so I bought it because I refuse to buy alcohol off base because the inhibitive taxes they add to a bottle. So it's like buying 2.5 bottles for the price of one. Not a deal.
I see. Yeah, we are both drinking old fashions here. Did you get the Whistle Pig old fashioned?
That was a miss. I did Angel's Envy.
You did Angel's Envy. Okay. Very nice. I did Whistle Pig Rye for mine. So.
This thing is very smooth.
That's for the OG listeners out there. Yeah. So, folks, if you're new to the show, we are an NBA and NFL podcast. We do this show live every Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Usually, G-Money here comes on the second half of the show, but he was kind enough to take time out of his evening, coming from the West Coast, so it's 6:30 his time, to join us and talk shit for the next probably hour or so. So, thank you very much to you, G-Money. Thank you, everyone who is listening now or after the fact. We always appreciate that. So, without further ado, let's get into the topics for this week. We've got a shorter show lined up. All-Star Weekend is done. Thank God.
That was awful. I did a number on my ride or die.
Yeah,
as always.
It just didn't help our ride or die.
I mean, yeah, it was. They need to do some things to change it. They really do. It's getting to be like the NFL and the Pro Bowl. It's just a fiasco. I mean, why? Why do it? I mean, you've got to add some stars to the dunk contest. You know, you've got to add I think when they did with a 3-point contest, get some 3-point shooters. Yeah, hell, invite the WNBA.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's some
let's
Angel Reese in there.
let's spice it up a little bit. Let's do some things. I mean, you know, shit, pay Jalen, pay any of them. I don't know what the players make for going to the NBA All-Star game, but my God, if you gave the WNBA stars that you would invite for the 3-point to the skills contest,
Yeah.
and how the hell do you cheat at the skills contest? I mean, did they not understand the rules? Did they not understand what they were supposed to do? You cheated and you lost. I mean, that's just sad. But I don't know about you guys. I did not watch any of it. I didn't even watch the highlights on ESPN. I'm like,
No. Yeah, I tuned in briefly for the dunk contest. I mean, briefly. Like I saw Mac McClung win it, and that was about it. That was the only thing I watched the entire weekend. It was just there's no incentive to watch now. I mean, even though they tried a new format this year with the actual All-Star game, it's just like, to me, it just comes down to the players don't care, and so if they don't care, why the hell would we care?
They need what's going on with hockey right now. The drama between the U.S. and Canada. They need that. I remember when I was watching the dunk contest back in the day, there was drama. There was like, you know, rivalries.
And you had stars participating, right? I mean, you had Dominique Wilkins, you had Vince Carter, you had stars, even stars who were a little bit past the prime when Dr. J participated before he retired. I mean, now when you look at the dunk contest, you're going like, okay, that guy sits at the end of the bench, that guy's on the G League. I don't care. It doesn't make me want to turn it on and watch it. And I had read somewhere where they were talking about the All-Star game. Why don't they make it U.S. versus the world as far as All-Stars? Do it that way. Maybe make it a little more exciting. Something.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, it just comes down to an effort thing. Like, these dudes just don't care. They see it as a week off, and this is just part of that week off, so they're not going to try all that hard. So it's a shame, and the NBA and Adam Silver can keep trying to do all these new different things every year to try and switch up the format and the schedule and whatnot, but it really doesn't matter what the hell they're doing. Pickleball, like, if they're not going to try, you know, what are we doing here? So, yeah, but we're not here to really talk about the All-Star game. We are here to draft our own NBA teams. So the three of us are going to go through a preset order. Now, I did randomize this through a list randomizer. So the order was set as, one moment please. Nestor goes first. Malin was supposed to go second. I go third, and then G Money is bringing up the rear here. So, yeah, we're going to make a starting five. We do this once a year. I think it's the third time that we've done this. Make a starting five, and then we put this out on social media because you guys love to judge. You guys can judge our teams and decide who has the best team. I think, if I remember correctly, last time we did this, Malin and G Money were like tied for the best team, I think.
Incredible.
Malin and somebody else were tied for the best team. So there was no defined winner. But anyway, this year, try this again. So next year, you have the first overall pick. Who would you be drafting? By the way, this is all current NBA players. So,
I'm gonna go with somebody who's performing well, is talented, and huge giant. So, give me Giannis.
Oh, I was with Jokic there.
Oh, got you there.
The old Switcheroo.
Like, yeah, give me, yeah. Okay, all right, that's cool.
All right. Well, with my second pick, give me. Give me Luca with the second overall pick, please. So Luca's off there. G Money.
You know what? Since you're picking an out of shape white boy, I'm going to do the exact same thing.
There you go.
I'm going with the Joker.
Oh, thanks.
Freaking third in the league in points, second in rebounds. I think second in assists. I mean, you know, and he's healthy. Maybe AD and Embiid, they need to take a look and go, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't push that plate away. Maybe I should have like third helpings, because you know, I mean that weight helps a little bit. I can't jump, but as we know, white boys can't jump. But you know.
I already lost. I'm not gonna say why. I'm gonna get canceled if I say why. This is easy. Give me SGA.
Bastard.
Crazy talent.
He was almost my first pick, but fair enough. SGA going second. You know, I will say, it's a testament, Luka and Jokic, the two most unathletic people that you've probably ever seen. They couldn't jump over this chair, and they're still arguably two of the best players in the entire NBA. Like, that is something to be said. And with that being said, for my second pick, I would take. God, this is kind of rough. I already have Luka. Jokic is gone. On the clock here. Mainly being gone throws this whole thing out of whack. I was not expecting to have.
Yeah.
Give me. Sorry for taking up so much time here. You know what? Give me Wemby. Give me Wemby at this pick. All right.
You know he's done for the season, right?
This is hypothetical that he does not have blood clots. So.
Okay. And he could well, his career could well be over. I mean, Chris Bosh had the same thing.
Oh my God.
And, you know, he was out for 2015, came back in 2016, had more blood clots, and the NBA said, no, that's a major health risk.
G-Money, who are you taking with the fifth pick? Or sixth pick, rather?
I need a facilitator. I need someone to get Yoke deal. And that would be Trae Young from Atlanta.
Okay. Trae Young, all right. Trae going with the sixth pick. Nestor, you have the seventh pick here. Yeah, seventh. Give me. We all have so many options now. It's like.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult, huh?
I feel like the NBA nowadays is like a popularity contest. Because if you look at the stats, it's inverted.
It is.
It's completely inverted.
And remind you, people of the internet are deciding who has the best team. So
I already lost. Give me Brunson.
okay. Okay. With my third pick, I'm gonna take. By the way, never forget the first time we did this when Shaq had the first overall pick and took LeBron. Just throwing that out there. Give me. This is rougher than it needs to be. Give me Kevin Durant.
Nice. That's actually a nice pick.
If I gotta take him now before one of you guys takes him. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Well, to pair with Trae Young in the backcourt, I need a scorer. I'm going to go with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards.
Okay. So, as it stands currently, Nestor has Giannis, SGA, Jay Brunson. I have Luka, Wemby, and KD. G-Money has Jokic, Trae Young, and Ant-Man. So those are the 3 folks. We each have 2 picks left. A lot of dudes still out there. I'm not gonna name any names. Look Nestor, go ahead with your 4th pick.
Give me a. Kind of want somebody versatile instead of like a pure, just fucking shooter. Give me because I did this last time and then nobody thought my team was the best. So
LaMelo Ball.
give me Cat.
Cat, okay.
That's good.
New Jersey's finest. I'm not mad at that. All right, for my 4th pick, give me Steph Curry here.
Nice.
G-Money.
Well, you know, I need someone with experience. Someone that can hit the 3,
LeBron.
can go inside, can pass the ball too. And following in Shaq's footsteps and their big footsteps, I'm going with LeBron.
There he goes. The
Congrats,
4-year-old.
G-Money.
Congrats.
Oh,
All right, Nestor. Last pick. You got Giannis, SGA, Jay Brunson, Cat. Who is your
who's white
number
that I
5?
could pick to make the TikTok people happy?
Right. Who will TikTok love?
Let's see, if I had room temperature IQ, who would I? This is difficult. Give me Devin Booker. I hate it. But give me
Okay. You got Cat and D-Book. You sure about that?
Yeah.
For my last pick, give me my man Jason Tatum. 2 light skins off the board. G-Money. Six.
Yeah. I think I need myself a power forward,
Overkill now.
but
Sabonis?
no, bonus is in center. I'm gonna go with Pascal Siakam. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Annihilated
Yeah.
this.
People think, well, but defensively, I think my team will be good. Offensively, they can score inside, outside. They got the assist. I mean, people. TikTok may not like my team, but then they don't know fucking basketball, so that's okay.
So let's recap here. So Nestor has got Giannis, SGA, Jay Brunson, Cat, and D Booker.
Come on,
His
TikTok.
team,
Come on.
that's a good team. That's a good team. Not mad at that one at all. Pretty well rounded. The back half of this is a little spicy. I've got Luka, Wemby, KD, Steph, Jason Tatum. My team's not playing any defense outside of Wemby. The other 4 of those guys couldn't guard this chair again. G Money has got Jokic, Trigger Trey Young, Ant-Man, LeBron, and Pascal Siakam. Very good defensive team, I'm not gonna lie. That's a lockdown team with some scoring there for sure. So yeah, folks, who do you think has the best starting 5? Let us know in the comments, wherever you may be seeing this at. There's not a bad team here, because there's only 3 of us, so not a bad team. But let us know.
No, really not.
week. Yeah. I like my team. There is a right answer. I like my team.
You can rotate Giannis at center, Giannis or Cat. You can rotate them at center. I mean, none of these teams are bad. I mean, if Malin were drafting, that would be a bad team.
Man.
He would.
You'd argue to hell.
That's probably why he isn't on this show, because he would just have drafted. He probably would have drafted Harden, Cunningham. Probably he would have gone Jaylen Brown, because he needs to have a. He might have gone White too, because let's some Boston players in there, and I don't know, maybe Porzingis at center, or. He would have had 3 Boston players on there, and it's a good team. They won the championship last year. It's a good team. That's why he's not on.
Oh God, we cannot confirm this, but those are the speculations. All right, let's get to the news for the week. To kick things off, the Wemby news did just come out, like we kind of mentioned before. So Wemby will be out the rest of the season with a blood clot issue. So this is really, really sad, because obviously this is San Antonio's biggest hope. This is the next great in the NBA, and he will be missing the rest of the year. And this could kind of go one of 2 ways, because we don't know yet, but this could be just a strange one-off thing, or this could be a Chris Bosh situation where it's like this ends his career and he never plays another dribble. So we don't know yet, but shout out to Wemby, man, because really unfortunate, hate to see it for someone as young as him, who Spurs organization still trying to figure him out, like how to utilize his game the best. I was just not figure that out, and this is only his second year in the league. So, G Money, what do you think about this?
Like you, I hope it's just a one-time thing. You're going to treat it with blood thinners, and I hope it's not a Chris Bosh situation where he can't play again, because he's a talent. I mean, I didn't think a whole lot of him his rookie year per se. I watched and I'm like, okay, what are you gonna do? Second year you saw him grow, and then when they added Chris Paul, who I basically thought he was ready for retirement, or probably retired 2 years ago, you saw that combination. So I truly hope that they treat it with blood thinners, which they're going to do, and that's it. It's done. He comes back and plays next year, and he plays for a good 10, 15 years after that.
Yeah. Nestor?
Yeah, it's a huge loss. I think not just only for San Antonio, but also for the NBA. Because you have this kid who's a rising star, and now this happens. So they just, not just the team, but the NBA just can't catch a break when it comes to these injuries or these things that happen. Like whether it's like situations like what Ja Morant put himself in, or just injuries in general. It's just bad for the sport. So hopefully it's not a long-term thing, because it would be great to watch him play again.
Yeah, the Spurs right now, they're a play-in team. Like they're right there. Like they could have made some noise. They just got De'Aaron Fox in San Antonio. It's supposed to be the Fox and Wemby show. So the fact that they just lost their franchise player, the cornerstone, for a minimum of the rest of this year is just really, really sad. And like Nestor said, it's like, who do you find as like that next? The NBA is actively trying to find the next star, the next face of the NBA, and the guy who's supposed to be kind of second coming of KD is now out for the rest of the year on a freak injury. It's like, damn. So yeah, it's sad, but hopefully it's just this year, and we'll see him back next year, hopefully. So, Wemby, come on back, man. He was going to be Defensive Player of the Year, like without a doubt. He was lined up to win that. So, all right. Anyway, let's move on to the next bit of news here, which was Anthony Davis traded to the Mavs and has weird thing here. Nobody is completely sure what the injury is. Is it a leg injury or is it like an abdominal injury? We don't know. I don't know if I'm sure he knows, but it's not disclosed to us what exactly the injury is. But he is out indefinitely until let me figure this shit out. I don't know how else to say it. Dallas fans obviously not very happy about this. Their new asset is going to be out for a little while. So, G-Money, what do you think about Anthony Davis being Anthony Davis?
I mean, I think we all predicted this. I mean, beginning of the season, we didn't think he was going to play. He was not going to play a full season. We just didn't think he was going to get traded. Yeah. They're talking, though, that he could be back in 2 weeks. So, I mean, maybe give Dallas hope for the playoffs. Because as we all know, when he's healthy, he's a force to be reckoned with, defensively and offensively. He's exactly what they need. But, we'll see. We'll see if he comes back in 2 weeks, and we'll see if he's 100% healthy. Because if he's not, he's just going to re-injure himself and be out again. And in that case, just sit out the rest of the season. There's no sense in coming back.
Mister?
Yeah, for a moment there, Dallas didn't look that stupid. Because I felt like they had some
quick
good,
moment.
right? They had some some nice chemistry going. But now you see why they're complete morons. Because AD is just AD again. There's too many injuries, and the Lakers somehow look like geniuses once more. But not very difficult when you're trading with the Dallas Mavericks. I would have loved to see this dude actually have some complete healthy seasons, especially with the build-up of the hype, surrounding him when he entered the league. This feels like it's been up and down, a roller coaster when it comes to injuries with AD. So again, sad for the game, but this is usual AD behavior.
Yeah, this is the most Anthony Davis story out there. Like, the Mavs should not be surprised that the dude who they just traded for is out with some kind of weird injury where he may be back in 2 weeks, or he may not be back at all this year, depending on how bad it is, depending on if he needs surgery. So, Dallas fans, I feel for you guys. June, feel for you. I think you're in Texas right now, actually, which is the funniest thing ever. It sucks. It really, really sucks. There's definitely, not just with this, but even the trade itself, there's some behind the scenes stuff going on that I don't think anybody really knows what that is. But there's a lot that seems to be unsaid right now with the Dallas front office, because we still don't know the depth of this injury. We still don't know exactly why they traded Luka. We still don't know what the hell their plan is going forward. Like, why the hell are you even in this predicament to begin with? So, months ago, it's rough. It's rough. But still want to see Kyrie and AD. That still seems like a pretty good duo, regardless.
Yeah.
All right, let's switch gears to the NFL. The Eagles, Kellen Moore goes to the Saints to become a new head coach, and now Kevin Patullo becomes their new offensive coordinator, who was their, I think he was the quarterback coach previously. G-Money, what do you think about this one?
I don't know much about him, to be quite honest with you. I don't know how well he did in Philadelphia. I mean, we all saw Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts seemed to be Jalen Hurts. He didn't throw a lot of deep balls. They didn't, especially this year with Saquon. There wasn't throwing the ball a lot. Plus, he had two stud wide receivers, and at one point, at least last year, and even this year, he had a stud tight end. So, and the best O-line in the NFL. He goes to Dallas. We'll see. We'll see what they can do. Dallas doesn't have the best O-line. Dak is a good quarterback. Might even be better than Jalen Hurts.
Just a water.
Wide receivers, they've got CeeDee Lamb. That's it. I mean, I feel for June. I feel for him.
No.
He's going to be sort of like you were, Jalen, with New England. New England is on the upswing. Dallas is not.
No, they aren't.
And New Orleans isn't either. I mean, I don't know. They've got David Carr, a quarterback. You know, is he good? No, not really. Running back? You know, and wide receivers, they really don't have any wide receivers. I don't know what they're going to... Good luck to him. What I got to say is good luck to you. You got a new title and a pay raise. And you may have that for a year or two. But you went down to New Orleans and they don't have anybody. I don't know what you're going to do down there. Maybe Brian Schottenheimer should have hired him for Dallas. At least they had somebody. They had a quarterback and a wide receiver. New Orleans, David Carr had one good year with the Raiders. And all their wide receivers are injured. Every season, their wide receivers get injured.
Yeah.
And the O-line isn't that good. And the defense is questionable. Not that he has to worry about that, but as an OC, you kind of do have to concern yourself with where the defense puts you. You know, and are you having a short field, or are you going 80, 90 yards to score?
Yeah.
And I just don't. Maybe he proves me wrong, and he's this offensive genius, and he can work miracles. But Saints fans, if you're watching, if you're listening, hey, you got LSU, you got Mardi Gras. You may have another Super Bowl. Not that the Saints will be in it, but at some point you'll have another Super Bowl down there. Enjoy those.
Nestor.
Yeah, I actually talked to a Saints fan a few months ago. There was not much for them to brag about. They have some stuff working for them, like who is it, Taysom? Thank you.
Thank you.
Their tight end is like what do they call him?
Gadget.
Like
Yeah.
a tight end, what, H-back, quarterback type.
He's everything.
You know.
But Alvin Kamara, of course. But like G-Money said, with Carr, even if you get 3 good games, you're kind of expecting a slump again or an injury. The only way I could see some success happening there is if they just, you know what, we're gonna bring out some youngsters and see what happens. Something crazy happens here. Maybe they have a decent season, and but it's just hard. It's hard to make that team stay consistent, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. With the Eagles' new OC, I don't know much about him, but we'll see. We'll see what happens there.
I am looking at this as the next test for Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni, you bastard. This is your opportunity, again, to prove yourself. I know you just won a championship. Can't take that away. But nobody's sitting here saying that the passing coach was the reason why the Eagles won a Super Bowl. Like, they have Saquon. They have a very talented team. This new OC is going to come in. I think a lot of the responsibility now is going to fall more on Nick Sirianni because this Petula character, I don't know. Like, we'll see. The verdict is still out. So he's once again going to have to prove himself, Nick Sirianni, on being a great head coach. And I still think he's a good head coach. I don't think he's great. I can't call him the F word anymore. But yes. I think he's going to really have to prove himself once again this year. And it's remnant of 2023, the year that after they lost the Super Bowl to the Chiefs. So, and they lost those coordinators then. So, yeah, I think Nick Sirianni's got to really step up this year again, which I know sounds sacrilegious, but yeah, that's where I stand on that one. So. Anyway, let's move on to the last piece of news, which is the NFL increasing their salary cap this upcoming season to the range of $277.5 million to $281.5 million. G-Money, what do you think about this?
Well, it was inevitable. I mean, the profits that the NFL making off of TV deals and everything, it was going to go up. The NFLPA had to probably, decide whether it's going to be the 277 or 281. My guess is going to be 281. The interesting thing is, on my way home, when I was coming up from Olympia, Sports Radio 710 had John Snyder, who's the GM for the Seahawks, on. They asked him about the salary cap and how much of a difference it makes. And he goes, our team is really good at figuring out what the salary cap's going to be for the next year. He goes, we were $2 million off of the low end when we were figuring out what the salary cap. He goes, there were a couple of years where we were right on with what the salary cap was going to be. So it doesn't change how we do business, and a lot of NFL teams, it doesn't change how they do business because they do the same thing. They look at everything and then they project what the salary cap will be from the previous year. So that the only thing it changes really is that some of your fringe free agents, right, who when you let walk to see what the market is, maybe the market isn't what they thought it was, so you can now afford them.
Yeah, I mean, in that same vein, it's like they would be probably signing to the same team they were considering anyway. I mean, the cap is going up for everybody, so it just kind of stays the same playing field. As a fan of a team who has the most cap space of anybody in the NFL, it means absolutely nothing to me because we still have leaps and bounds the most cap space of anybody. So, Nestor, what do you think about this?
I would have to look up what this means for the Miami Heat. That's my main concern. That would be my concern, but I don't know, because we need to do something, in my opinion, to touch a deep run in the playoffs. So yeah, we'll have to see what this means for them. And yeah, I agree about the free agents. Hopefully we can do something, God please, in the near future. Pat Riley, come on.
You do realize this is the NFL cap, not the NBA cap.
Oh, the NFL. I could
Well,
have
he's
sworn.
hoping Pat Riley will go over and be the GM for the Dolphins,
it's
and they
the-
can actually win a championship.
It's the scars. It's the scars. The
the
recent
battle,
scars
PTSD.
from. Well, in that case, I hope the Dolphins can.
Same thing.
I mean,
We have a
it
great
is the
squad.
same
We don't need it. Please, just bring in some O linemen, please. Please. Tua just won't quit, and I really fear at this point for his safety. Seriously. So please, sell who you want. Don't let this dude something happen to him on the field, because you never got the O lineman for him. It's ridiculous at this point.
Do you know where you guys picked in this year's draft?
I do not.
Roughly.
I do not.
I'm assuming
It must
it's
not be terrible.
middle of the pack.
Yeah, it's probably middle, but it's not. It's not terrible. I feel like we could do much better as an organization.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's a weird one. Miami fans, let us know what you also think in the comments below. All right, that will do it for the news for this week. Let's head into the Ride or Die in 5 for this upcoming weekend. NBA edition. We are a big NBA show from this point moving forward throughout the rest of this spring, summer. So if you're new to the show, this is where we pick 5 different games to bet on this weekend. The overall records are as follow. Malin is number 1 right now at plus 61. He was 4-1 over the All-Star weekend. God damn you, Tyler Hero. That's all on the ass. I was 3-2 last week. I am plus 58. G Money also benefited off of Tyler Hero. He was 4-1 last week. He is plus 41. Nestor is plus 26. He was 3-2 last week. Miami Heat, man, they will bite you when you least expect it. Anyway, let's go to the first game of the Ride or Die in 5. Starting with the Knicks and the Cavs tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. G Money, who do you like here?
I like Cleveland. I'm surprised that they've only played once this season. For some reason, I thought they played more than once. But I like Cleveland. I do, at home. And I think they're playing, I didn't notice today, but I know it's almost a full schedule, so I think they're playing a lot of back-to-back. So that's kind of tough, right? I mean, you play in one city and then you're flying to another one. So yeah, give me Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm also going to take Cleveland. These are 2 hot teams right now. I think they're both 8-2 in their last 10. But the fact that it's in Cleveland and Cleveland is tied for the best team in the NBA right now. And when they did play each other at the very beginning of the season, Cleveland did win. To me, it just comes down to injuries because as of late, they're the same team. OG is out and Josh Hart is out. With Cleveland, I think they're only missing Dean Wayne at this point, so it's not much injuries going for their side. So give me the Cavs at home to continue their hot streak. Nestor.
Nothing better than probably top 5 moments in the NBA every year is watching the Knicks rise and fall. So I'm glad they're this high up in the standings at the moment, but give me Cleveland. They're 25-4. Yeah, 25-4. At the moment at home, we're just playing too well. So Cleveland.
All right. Excuse the 4 people that sound like 600 right now here at King Corona. All right. Let's go to the next game. Also Friday night at 10 o'clock Eastern time. We've got the Warriors going to the Kings. I will go first on this one. I think I took the, give me the Warriors here. Warriors are 6-4 in their last 10. Sacramento's 5-5. Kings did win their last matchup, but hey, this is a now Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry Warriors team, and this is a De'Aaron Fox-less Sacramento Kings team. So even if it's in Sacramento, it doesn't matter. Golden State at Sacramento, that's not much of a difference. So give me the Warriors on the road to beat the Kings. Go ahead, Nestor.
Yeah, I wouldn't dare play against Golden State. This is like, I don't know what team it is in the NFL that every time I pick against them, it's guaranteed loss. With Jimmy in there, give me the Golden State.
And G Money.
Yeah, I think, I look at this, and the Kings for some reason always find a way to lose it in the fourth quarter. I don't know what's going on with them, but you look at the team, and the team should be better than what it is. It really should. I mean, DeRozan, they got Zach LaVine now, Sabonis. Granted, they got rid of DeAndre Fox, but I mean, they should still be better than what they are. And I never count out Steph Curry, and with Jimmy Butler, and Butler's going to drive for the hoop, and with Green punching someone out, yeah, give me the Warriors.
All right, we're all in agreement. First 2 picks. Let's go to Saturday night, 8:30 Eastern time. We've got the Lakers at the Nuggets. Nestor. It's an interesting one.
I don't feel like Luka has gotten into that gear yet. I just feel like this is a great setup for Denver to win it. Joker's playing, right? Nothing's off with him. Okay, cool. Yeah, give me Denver just because this team is still gelling with the addition of Luka. Once he gets up and running, this team's gonna be fucking great. Give me Denver on this one.
G Money.
Yeah, I've got to go with Denver. I just wonder, without AD in the middle, they really don't have a center. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do with Jokic. And even with, they're playing in Denver. I'm going to go with Denver.
Yeah, the Lakers, before, after the Luka trade, were not as good as a team as the Denver Nuggets. And the Nuggets are one of the best teams in the NBA right now. They're at home. Luka's in a bit of a slump, and not just a post-injury, post-All-Star break slump. Seems like from the Hornet game last night, seems like he's kind of in his feelings a little bit with just everything that's been going on. And right now, the Luka stock is not too high, so give me the Nuggets at home to continue to do what they do, because they're one of the highest teams in the NBA right now. So, we're all in agreement on the Nuggets. All right, Sunday at 1 o'clock, we've got the Knicks at the Celtics. G Money, what do you like here?
I like Boston. Let's be honest. The 3 top teams right now in the East, the Knicks, Cleveland, and Boston. Boston's beaten both the Knicks and the Cleveland and the Cavaliers when they played them. They're just not at that level yet. And Boston is actually playing up to the level it should have been playing pre-break. So give me Boston.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. As a Celtics fan, I don't have anything else to say on that one. Give me my Celtics. Go ahead, Nestor.
Yeah, I gotta go with the more complete, consistent team. Give me Boston.
Just want to point out the Knicks are on here twice, and none of us have picked them one time. So there's that. All right, last game Sunday night. We've got the Thunder at the T-Wolves. Is anybody picking the T-Wolves?
No.
All right.
Nah.
I mean, that team is so fun to watch. OKC's like, as much as
Yeah.
Galen hates that team,
They are.
SGA and the
I
rest
think
of
they're
that
the
team.
most fun team in the NBA.
Yeah.
To watch. Absolutely. All right, so we are all agreeing on all 5 games this week. We are all taking the Knicks at the Cavs. We're all taking the Warriors at the Kings. All taking the Denver Nuggets at home against the Lakers. We're all taking the Celtics at home against the Knicks. And the Thunder at the T-Wolves.
There's one chance, 1-4. There's one chance that Boston might lose.
Sir.
Well, I mean, there's a chance any of these teams could lose, but I mean,
But we all agreed on
and,
it.
and that's one of the things we've seen in the NBA is that this season, anyways, that you look at a team, it gets blown out by 30 points, and it goes on the road and blows someone else out. It's like, okay, how did you get blown out by 30 points? Two nights ago. How is that possible?
Malin, what is going on, sir?
Hey, that's
Oh, man.
Oh, hey.
We were just hitting the ride or die in 5 here. We just wraps it up. Do you want to go through and give your 5 picks here?
Yeah, I just heard what you guys were saying. So I'm sorry I'm late. I had some things come up that I couldn't work on. Yeah, so did you guys take Cleveland?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you take Golden State?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you take Denver?
Yes. Oh, we're
Yes.
definitely going 1-4.
Did you take Boston?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Did you take OKC?
Oh,
I love
Lord,
it.
have
I love
mercy.
I love
Didn't
it.
even need to be on the show today.
Give it to me. Give me that 1-4.
What I need to know, because I missed the draft.
Oh.
You guys leave, I want to hear
Oh,
what your guys' draft teams
don't do it.
Good
because I want to
question.
hear how bad Nestor's was.
I knew it. Come on.
All right, I hope you're buckled in. Nestor drafted Giannis, SGA, Jay Brunson,
He's like, I hate it.
Karl Anthony Towns, and D. Booker. I drafted Luka, Wembanyama, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Jason Tatum. Giamatti drafted Jokic, Trae Young, Ant-Man, LeBron, and Pascal Siakam.
All 3 of those teams are very interesting.
I think I'm blushing.
G-Money had me until he said Siakam.
I was looking for a power forward, and I mean, Nestor took 2 of them, and I was like, okay, and then Durant went, and I'm like, I think Tatum went, and then I was looking at, okay, Pascal was my 5th one on my list.
I can
as
tell you
far
who,
as-
who TikTok's gonna pick.
Nestor,
Without a
Nestor
doubt.
Nestor just seems drunk with his team. Jalen's team sounds like it should be in your assisted living that you're running, Gary. But with that being said,
Yes.
Jackson G's did demolish, Jack's team.
Thank you.
Right now, at this moment, him a little bit of a pat or him a little bit of a nod there. I do like Nestor's front court. The weird thing is, between the three of your guys' teams, not one necessarily, like one person's strength in, like, it sounds like it can exploit another team's weakness on your guys' roster. Like, that's why it's hard to say, hey, this one's like the one that's necessarily better.
Right.
So, because Nestor's front team sounds like it should be able to exploit what you guys are doing. But then the backcourt should be able just to annihilate them. But nobody's business. Interesting. I wonder how far you guys would have had to reach in the bag if I was a part of it.
Yes. You not being here threw some decisions off.
We would have had worse than Seattle.
Hey now. You guys are like jumping all over Siakam, but you know.
We're talking AR.
AR-15.
I mean,
Before
he
we
may not
get
be a great scorer, but defensively.
Hey, did Nestor pick 2 New York Knicks? That's single one of the 2 games the Knicks are playing to actually win, so that should tell you.
Oh my god.
A third of his roster is made up of a team that he doesn't think can win in the right or not.
Brunson doesn't identify as a Knicks. He's just there, playing basketball.
doesn't identify as a Knick. Before we wrap up, Nayland, I want to ask you about 2 things.
Okay.
Eagles' new offensive coordinator in Kevin Battula. What do you think about that?
I think this might be one of those Sirianni misses, to be honest with you. I think you're kind of playing it safe. What we'll really have to see is, we've seen in times past where a great talented roster can overcome what could be like more of a middle of the road offensive coordinator, like not maybe like like a great mind, you know what I mean? Like, contrary to what Junebug says, Kellen Moore does have a pretty good offensive mind, you know what I mean? Like, he's kind of intuitive there. But, we've seen Sirianni hit on coordinators and we've seen him miss. So I think this one might not necessarily be a miss or a hit. I think it might just be average. We'll see if the talent can kind of overcome average.
Yeah, you and I are on the same wavelength there. And then lastly, this was not on the rundown because it was kind of last minute, but Wembanyama being out for the rest of the season with the blood clot issue that we don't know how severe this is. What do you think about that?
Whenever you're dealing with blood clots, there's always another reason why that's there. So that's what I think would be the most concerning thing. A blood clot shows up because there's other underlying issues that have formed to cause that, right? And I'm not going to say it's because of his height and his length or whatnot, but we have seen in years past, money can attest to this, where you have very lanky big men that end up having health problems that are abnormal. You know what I mean? And so could this be something he ends up dealing with? I would be concerned if I was a Spurs fan. If it was just an ankle or a knee or something like that, it didn't come back from that easy. Nestor can attest to this, being a Heat fan. When Chris Bosh started dealing with the things he was dealing with, it's like, okay, well, that's not your normal everyday health issue.
Yeah.
Well, what caused it, and they make sure it doesn't come back. And then you're looking at a 39-year-old Chris Paul and a Fox. They were supposed to have a Wembanyama now.
Yeah.
So this Spurs team that tried to make a splash in free agency is dealing with a lot of unknowns even going in the next year. So it kind of sucks for them. But I wish him the best. I hope it's nothing too serious, but there's something else going on that caused that.
Just prayers for him, man. Just hope that it's nothing too serious and they can get that figured out, because that's just really unfortunate.
I mean, I'll say this. I think there's plenty of tall, lanky people on OKC that I would rather have a blood clot than Wembanyama right now, just because I hate OKC. So.
Well, these days you can go to France and just pick up another.
God is just spiteful and he's fighting the wrong person, because the voodoo doll and the prayers were specifically aimed at OKC. I don't know where we got our paths crossed.
All right, with all that being said, well, Malin, the floor is yours. Is there anything else you want to touch on before we wrap this thing up?
Oh, I mean, sad I missed the draft. I'm sad I missed most of the episode. But we're kind of going into that dead space of sports until we get to the NBA playoffs. Baseball hasn't really started yet for G-Money and I. You guys could give two shits about baseball. To me, March Madness is not what it was, because we don't put players that play anymore. So we don't, like, it just doesn't have the same feeling. So I'm kind of like, I just have this itch for relevant sports that I hope comes soon, because I'm used to that only happening one time a year, and that's after the NBA Finals before the NFL. But the way it is now, with the NBA regular season not meaning as much, with March Madness not meaning as much, like, I just kind of feel like we're in this dead space right now.
Yep.
Next year, good news, that won't happen with the World Cup. It'll happen in the summer.
That's true.
And it's in the U.S.
I am excited about the World Cup, and we do need to go to Miami to watch a World Cup match.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't care if U.S.
Amen.
Definitely.
And there is a talk that they're going to have USA play on July 4th
Ooh,
of the World Cup. Crazy.
burn it all down.
Would be crazy. They're probably going to end up playing in Washington.
It's going to be even more crazy,
That'd be a
because
good guess.
Trump is, and everything has to be more USA.
Oh, God.
So I don't know where the presidential motorcade is going to end up during the World Cup. I do know it did a lap around the Daytona 500. So he might try to park, Air Force One inside SoFi. I don't know.
Imagine the group stage, if we get something like Germany or Canada in our group. Oh, my God.
If we draw
Mexico in our group stage? Oh, my God.
any of the above, any of them,
Hell break loose.
it's over. Okay, well, hey, that will do it for 226, folks. It's been a doozy of an episode, but social media, do your thing. Go ahead and vote on who you think has the best team, and get back to us throughout the next week or so. And next episode, we will reconvene here and figure that one out, depending on what you at home say. So, thank you all for watching, listening, and we will talk to you all next week for 227. So, have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.
Peace out, guys.
Whoever picked two, Luca.